Bears are carnivorous mammals of the family Ursidae. They are classified as caniforms or dog-like carnivorans. Although only 8 species of bears are extant, they are widespread, appearing in a wide variety of habitats throughout the northern hemisphere and partially in the southern hemisphere. But in today's video, we're going to look at 15 merciless polar bears crushing their prey to death. But before we proceed, if you're new to this channel, remember, go ahead and hit the bell icon to subscribe, so you won't miss the creative videos we will upload in the future. Now get ready and make sure to stay tuned till the end as we dive right into the video. Number 1. Bear attack on moose. In a matchup between a moose and a grizzly bear, you would think the bear would win, hands down. But not if the moose is protecting her baby. Grizzly bears are one of the largest bears in the world, but in this video you will see just how huge a moose is in comparison. Watch as a mother moose chases a grizzly, showing just how huge they are. The video opens with a mother and baby moose along the edge of a lake. At the bottom of the screen you can see a large grizzly bear taking a step toward the baby moose. The mother senses the trouble but keeps her cool, casually looking around a bit. The bear seems to be cautiously jockeying to get a few steps closer. He looks like he is ready to pounce on the baby moose. As the grizzly takes a small step in the direction of the baby, the mother moose sways her head in its direction and stares it down for a second. You can see at this point just how huge they are. The mother moose looks bigger than the grizzly bear. Number 2. Bear attacks cow. A grizzly bear is documented pursuing and capturing a young cow along a winding road in Wyoming. The awe-inspiring footage was captured by an outdoorsman on his way to a fishing trip in Crandall, Wyoming, a town near Yellowstone National Park. The video shows the bear chasing the frightened cow across the road before the grizzly finally attacks the animal, taking it down. Grizzly bear and cougar attacks on cattle are much more common in western provinces, but a black bear taking down a fully grown beef cow within a herd is rare. Number 3. Sloth bear chasing tiger. The video showed a tiger moving stealthily towards a sloth bear. The bear was likely busy searching for food. However, the tiger seems to be bent on throwing the bear's plans off the chart. Sneaking up on the bear, it startled the animal with its paws. Surprisingly enough, the bear turned the tables on the apex predator and chased the tiger with all its might. Limited by speed, it failed to pin the tiger down on the ground, but did send it scurrying off, much to the amusement of viewers. Number 4. Polar bear attacks walrus. In this video, the walrus are resting in the cold. The polar bear walks up to the walrus, and the walrus tries to escape, but the polar bear attacks first. The walrus panicked and tried to head for the water. With its immense strength, the polar bear manages to grab onto the walrus and latch on with its teeth, but couldn't inflict serious damage. The polar bear headbutts the walrus, and the walrus fights back with its tusks, but the polar bear slaps the walrus in the face a few times. Number 5. Polar bear attack on seal. Polar bears are ambush predators. They attack seals surfacing through holes in the sea ice to breathe. In this video, polar bears attacking and devouring one another due to limited availability of traditional prey like seals. Thanks to global warming, melting ice and human activity have eroded their habitat. As the ice platforms have vanished, the polar bears find it difficult to hunt seals, their favorite food choice. In their desperation, researchers observed polar bears devour dolphins, which they had previously ignored. Polar bears locate prey with their powerful sense of smell as seals come to breathe at the ice openings. They patiently wait for the seals to emerge before they dive to catch the seal. Number 6. Bear attacks caribou. A video recorded near a research station in Norway shows a female polar bear chasing a bull caribou into the sea, swimming it down, and then killing it before dragging it back to shore. It's the first documented evidence that polar bears can successfully prey on adult caribou. Bear turned the reindeer over, submerging it repeatedly for about 15 minutes, even though it was already dead. After towing the dead caribou to shore, the bear feasted on the kill for about 2 hours, eating about 60% of the bull. After covering the carcass with stones, the bear rested nearby for 12 hours and returned the next morning to finish the leftovers. The day after that, researchers spotted the same bear in the sea with another freshly killed caribou, which it also dragged to shore and ate. Number 7. Polar bear hunting fish. In this video, hungry polar bear hunting for fish due to scarcity of food in the Russian Arctic. It's late summer on Russia's northern coasts. With the rising global temperatures, winter is coming later to the Arctic each year. Polar bears are waiting anxiously for the sea ice to form. Only then can they go out to hunt for seals, their main source of food. The large hunters are desperately hungry. They've hardly eaten all summer. There's little food for them on land, and winter still seems a long way off. The young bear has detected a movement in the water, a fish stranded in the shallow lagoon. Polar bears are not known to catch fish, and the young bear is clearly not experienced. But desperate times call for desperate measures. If the fish is to his liking, the young bear may well come back for more. Number 8. Bear attack on birds. Polar bear in this footage try to catch the birds impound but fail, because as climate change melts sea ice earlier in the year, polar bears have begun to hunt for meals on land, like bird eggs. But in this video, polar bears are hunting the birds in the grassy ground. You can see many bears are catching the birds for their own food. Number 9. Bear attack on deer. This nightmare became a reality for these two fishermen, who were fishing on Watauga Lake in eastern Tennessee. According to the Charlotte Observer, Dustin Tolley and Adam Buckles were enjoying a night out on the lake, hoping to catch some nice fish, when they heard strange noises off in the woods near where they were fishing around 11 p.m. on Sunday, July 17th. They approached the shore, only to find a massive bear mauling and eating a deer. You can see in the video the deer fighting for its life as the bear relentlessly held on, taking bite after bite. According to the Tennessee Wildlife Agency, this is pretty rare for this part of the state to see, but it shows a perfect example of how you must be cautious around black bears at all times. Number 10. Male polar bear eating cubs. In a shocking video by National Geographic, we see a male polar bear begin chasing a female and her cub through the ice. The cub's still very young, and as a result, the pair cannot outrun the large male for long. As the male gains on the pair, the female turns to face him in a last-ditch attempt to stop him from getting to the cub. However, he is not intimidated and just carries on past her, catching up to the poor cub and finishing the chase once and for all. Although this emotional footage makes the polar bear out to be the villain, this just goes to show how difficult the life of a polar bear is. Number 11. Polar bear attack on beluga. Incredible moment, a starving polar bear kills a beluga whale in Canada as climate change forces the predators to hunt new prey. The incredible footage was shown on 7 World's One Planet to air on Sunday. Polar bears in Hudson Bay, Canada, have had to adapt as they depend on sea ice. In this clip, a polar bear bravely leaped into a pod of beluga whales in a desperate bid to avoid starvation. Warming temperatures are affecting sea ice, something polar bears depend upon for their hunting. To combat this, one bear was seen waiting poised on rocks above. It flung itself off and onto a passing whale below before taking the kill back to shore. Number 12. Bear attack on elk. In this video, bear attack on the elk at the side of road. The elk was on the ground, was grievously injured, and it remained only for the bear to finish the job. The bear sets about doing so by grabbing onto the elk's neck and thrashing it. It's only a matter of time before the elk succumbs to blood loss, but the grizzly's hungry, so he speeds the process along by tearing at the elk's throat, catching the elk's neck in its vice-like grip. Number 13. Bear attacks wolf. Before we even get started, I have to put out the warning. This is one of the more brutal animal attack videos I've ever seen. A pack of wolves were just hanging out at their home in Dierenrijk, a zoo in the Dutch town of Mierlo. But out of nowhere, a group of bears went into full-blown attack mode, and working together as one unit, mauled a poor female wolf. The other 2 wolves did their best to fight off the bears and perhaps save their friend. But they didn't really have a chance against this ferocious pack of bears, and their friend was torn to pieces. Zookeepers noted that they have no idea why the bears attacked the wolf. However, they also added that the animals are put together to encourage them to play together. And while you'd think that it would be a recipe for disaster, zoo officials say this is the first time it has happened. Number 14. Bear attack on dog. A woman in southern Oregon was attacked by a bear Monday night while she was in her backyard, police said. In this footage, a bear attack on both dog and its owner. The attack occurred near Enchantment Park and Blackbird Island in Chelan County, about 75 miles east of Seattle. The woman is being treated at the Wenatchee Hospital, according to the Department of Fish and Wildlife. Bear attacks on humans in the United States are fairly uncommon, but they do happen occasionally. Since 1970, there have been 20 documented human injuries caused by bears, including one fatal attack, the department says. Number 15. Polar bear attacks husky. In this footage, the polar bear petting a dog in Canada last week, bear killed another husky in the same pack. That's according to the man who runs the Mile 5 Dog Sanctuary in Churchill, Canada, where the footage was shot. Unfortunately, this film didn't have a very happy ending, as the same polar bear that you see stroking the sled dog went and killed another husky in the same pack only hours later. But perhaps this is to be expected. Nature cannot and will not be tamed. And there is also a backstory to this all that teaches us a lesson. The lesson: make sure you don't break official wildlife rules when you're living in the province of Manitoba in Canada. That's all for today's video. Feel free to share any helpful information about bears which we've missed in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos from our channel. Thanks for watching and see you all soon.